Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I want to show you some brand new batteries from Hobbyking. They are called Apex. This is a lipo battery. I got the 1300 milliamp hour battery because I think this fits perfect for my flight style and for my 5-inch rigs. I want to compare it a little bit with my main batteries, the Bolt-X, also 1300 milliamp hours. The difference is the Bolt-X is a lithium high voltage battery, and the new Apex is a normal lipo battery with 4.2 volts per cell. I can't do any tests like a laboratory or something like that, but I can compare both batteries back to back on a flight with some footage from my flight and maybe some live feedback during my flight. To be clear, I got these batteries from Hobbyking, but they don't see this video before, and this is my honest opinion. Yeah, let's see how they perform. Fresh props, fresh battery. You can see 4.33 volts, very good charged, and let's start this test now. So first punch out. As I said, the Bolt-X are high voltage batteries, so they have a lot of power in the beginning, but you don't want to fly them down to maybe 3.5 or lower, because this would damage the chemistry a lot and will decrease the battery life. So you can't fly them as long as you can fly a lipo battery, a normal lipo battery. But as you can see, the power is extraordinary. So you have a lot of punch in the beginning, and you can easily punch out if you really need to. As you see in the left corner, the sag is real, so you have pretty fast sag from the batteries. So if you push them really hard, the voltage goes down, and we all know that is not really healthy for the battery to push it that hard, but you have to punch if you need it. That's what I want to say. So I don't do any extreme maneuvers now. I just want to replicate this with both batteries, so please forgive me if I don't do it exactly the same way on both packs, but yeah, and some nice proxy action. By the way, I'm running the Sbang props from Gemfan actually, but we'll get the Sbang 2 soon, so maybe I compare this one also. Drop me a comment if you want. So as you see, battery low. As soon as you throttle up, the sag comes really hard, hits really hard, and I don't want to fly it now any further. So as you can see on the left corner, we have 4.19 volts. Let's power this thing up to 500 milliwatt, And let's see if I can recreate the first round with the other battery. So let's go. Wow. Wow. So first impression, not bad. Not as I was expected to feel a difference between high voltage pack and the normal LiPo battery in the first seconds. I thought it would be a bigger difference, but not at all. So works pretty nice also, has a lot of punch too. Can send it over the trees. Yeah, still 3.9 volts. Please forgive me if I don't recreate the whole line from the first one, but I try to do it as close as possible. It's not that easy for me to talk, fly, and do the same shit again. But I really give my best. Yeah. So the guys over on Hobbyking told me this is a new chemistry in the battery. This is 180 C rating. I don't really give a lot of C ratings or laboratory stuff, and because this is always under best conditions, and we don't have the best conditions to fly. We are pilots, we are people, we are human. We don't really treat them well in the most cases, so they get a lot of abuse. And yeah, for me the best is the feeling, and this one feels also really nice. The batteries are a little bit heavier than the high voltage. I didn't mention that before. The high voltage, I put them on a scale and it was 195 around, and this one is about 205. But what I also didn't mention before is that the Apex batteries have a thicker wrapping, and this is what I really like, because it protects the battery and the cells much better than the thin one on the Bolt-X. So maybe that's a plus for the Apex batteries. I really prefer a thicker wrapping. So yeah, we are down to 3.60. This was really close to the ground. Didn't want that. Maybe the lens is a little bit dirty now, and we have a lot of grass in the quad, but fortunately the lawn is low and we keep flying. So yeah, still 3.6 volt. Let's see. Okay, we are now down to 3.5, and it's time to land, I think. So what are my initial thoughts after this PAX? So if you are a freestyle pilot like me, and if you like a consistent stick feel and punch all over the pack and consistent power delivery, I think the Apex is the better choice. At least for me. I really like the form factor. It's a little bit smaller on the footprint, and the game changer for me is definitely the thicker wrapping. So the packs are a little bit better protected against crashes and something like that. If you are a racer, or if you prefer more punch for the sake of shorter flight time, I would go for the Bolt-X for the high voltage. For me, the biggest downside is the lack of protection, so you have to wrap it by yourself, and it's more rectangle than square, so it takes a little bit more space on the quad. But also really nice packs, really consistent, but I think I would stick to the Apex. So thanks to Hobbyking for sending me these packs, and if you are interested in brand new packs for yourself, link is down in the description. Take Tom L FPV as a discount code, no affiliate, just put this code down on your order and get 5% off. Thanks for watching, see you in the next time.